Community Center, rubbery flooring at Gare du Gall Park, $1 million enhancement at the viaduct at Roulard and Wyandotte, solar-powered LED lighting in parks, and upgrade to the Seminole Library, making it more inviting. One project that I'm really proud to mention is the Fort City Community Improvement Plan. We call it CIP, that I started about 3 years ago and now is almost complete. This CIP offers grants to encourage investment in businesses and housing in Fort City, and I have no doubt that will be a success story similar to the Downtown Core CIP, where more than $60 million were invested. We must continue to make our city the most safe, attractive, and affordable to live in and do business. So on October 22nd, please allow me to continue to work with you, both at Slayman, and thank you all.
Thank you. Ms. Cruz Lee.
Thank you. Do you feel alienated from the current city council? Are you frustrated because your voice doesn't matter? Can't seem to rekindle your faith in municipal politics? Try voting Cruz Lee. Hello, Ward 5 residents. My name is William Cruz Lee, and I'm running, not walking, to be your city councilor in Ward 5. Under my leadership, you can expect great things, like actually having your backflow valves installed. No more running around, pleading with councilors who crawl at snail speed and don't get anything done for you. My plans include reforming public transit, increasing parks and green space, applying for more government-funded initiatives, reevaluating the mega hospital, establishing international institutions in our city, a border city, to create well-paying jobs, and fostering partnerships with local organizations to help fight the opioid crisis. But what makes me qualified to be your counselor anyways? Well, to start, I possess a joint honors degree in political science and history from the University of Ottawa, mais aussi parce que je suis capable de m'exprimer dans les deux langues officielles de notre beau pays. J'aime tellement interlocuter en français. For the English speakers, I was just stating my second qualification as bilingualism. Being a public servant already, every day, I make my living working at the Senate of Canada, so I know what this is all about. But that's enough about me, because you guys are the real star here. You, the folks in the audience, you're the voters, you're the constituents, you're the ones who can make this change happen. Together, we can make wise council decisions, balance the budget, implement policies that best reflect our needs as a great city, because Windsor and Canada starts here. I really do trust each and every one of you beautiful people to make the best decision come October 22nd, and the best decision is to vote for Lillian Cruz Lee. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wright.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. My name is Sheree Wright, and I'm running to be your next representative on City Council for Ward 5. I'd like to thank the Fort City Neighborhood Renewal for organizing and hosting this event, Mary Metcalf for moderating, and the candidates for putting their names forth this year for consideration. I'd also like to thank Councillor Sleeman for his 8 years of service as our representative. But Ed, I'm sorry to tell you, the time for change is right now. I've lived in Ward 5 for 25 years. It's longer than Lillian's been alive, and Adam's been living in Windsor. Oh, sorry, my apologies. It is my neighborhood, and it is my home. I grew up on Malta, went to Gordon McGregor, from JK to grade 8. When I say that this is my neighborhood, it's because I mean it. I ran 4 years ago because I wanted to see change. I'm running now because we need it. Our neighborhoods, our city is changing, and we need a council that is willing and able to have the flexibility to change with it. Almost 10 years ago, as a student at Walkerville Collegiate Institute, I led the charge to establish a Gay Straight Alliance, a support group for LGBTQ2+ students, run for students, by the students. I was met with incredible resistance from several teachers, fellow students, school administration, superintendents, and even the director of the school board herself. I risked alienating myself from my friends and my family, but remained steadfast in my fight for what I believed was right. I stood my ground and fought for those who couldn't or wouldn't fight for themselves. I bring this up because it shows that I'm willing to stand up and fight for my community. People like to say that Drouillard is coming back. Well, Drouillard never left. It is because of the dedication and hard work of everyone on the renewal, the BIA, and the Residents Association that businesses are returning. With me on council, you will have someone 100% committed to doing everything possible to help reestablish, reinvigorate, and revitalize the Fort City neighborhood. Why? Because it's my neighborhood. I'm committed to being a full-time counselor to best advocate for the needs of you, the residents of Ward 5, because first and foremost, you are people before taxpayers. As your counselor, I will advocate for you and put people before politics. I'm committed to making sure our neighborhoods are safe and walkable, our roads are maintained, and traffic calming measures are instituted to reduce speeding and prevent injuries from occurring. I pledge to be open and transparent, posting my votes online, and work towards opening a constituency office. We need energy, passion, and commitment, and down-to-earth attitude in our next representative, and that is what I offer. I'm asking for your support and your vote on October 22nd. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Martin A. Utrosa, and I'm a candidate for councillor for Ward 5. I've lived in Windsor for 51 of my 52 years. My campaign platform focuses on three main ideas: accountability, opportunity, and fairness. I'd like to give you some concrete examples of all of these ideas. Accountability. Currently, council votes are not recorded unless it is requested. As councillor, I would move that all votes be recorded and published online and elsewhere, so that Windsorites can see how their councillors and their mayor voted on every issue. Also, as councillor, I would move to reinstate the position of Auditor General, to give real oversight into how our city is run and how our tax money is spent. One of our current councillors, who's not here tonight, has suggested asking the province to pay for this. But that idea has gone nowhere in 3 years and probably won't go anywhere ever. We need a serious plan. We need an Auditor General now. Opportunity. As councillor, I would work to help entrepreneurs who are starting or currently running a business in Windsor and Ward 5. I would ask them what is working for them and what is not, and get their feedback on making City Hall a booster instead of an obstacle to business. I would also work to see real improvements in public transit, because mobility is so important when people are going to school, looking for jobs, or just trying to get around their city. Windsor needs to seriously address the issue of homelessness. I believe that a society can be judged by how it treats its most vulnerable citizens, whether that be the elderly, the young, or in this case, the homeless. Windsor has a long tradition of helping, and we need to continue that with those who have nowhere to live. We need to work with the many social agencies that are addressing this problem and listen to their ideas. They're the people who are dealing with this issue on a daily basis. We need to take their concerns and their suggestions seriously. I was surprised to hear the mayor, actually, this past council meeting, mention that we could solve the problem if we built houses, but that would just lead to more people coming to Windsor. Well, I was at a recent forum recently dealing with homelessness, and their key message was housing solves homelessness. So I respectfully disagree with our mayor in saying that building houses wouldn't solve homelessness. Fairness. As a Windsorite, I was surprised As a Windsorite, I was opposed to the rezoning of lands for the mega hospital and see that this is revisited. Having a hospital on the opposite side of the airport for most people is bad planning, and it's unfair to our most vulnerable residents
Time's up.
and to Ward 5. Thank you very much. My name is Martin Utrosa.
Okay, Mr. Council. Elena, just before you begin, perhaps you could move right to the back so that people are, because they tend to be looking at the audience as opposed to off to the side. Thank you. Mr. Castle.
Thank you. Greetings. My name is Adam Castle, and I'm running as a candidate in Ward 5 for City Council. I believe I'm uniquely qualified to serve as your voice on City Council because I have an experienced background and certification in both economic development and mental health counseling. I've also been a small business owner for over 15 years. I currently serve as the very proud Director of Venture Services at WeTech Alliance, where I help small businesses all over our region grow, expand, and innovate. I have an unshakable commitment to our community and to creating meaningful change for our city. My passion for leadership and action really underscores everything I do. And after consulting with residents in Ward 5, I've put together a 3-point platform that highlights my priorities. First, I am prepared to fight for a Windsor that works for everyone, not just some. What that really means is that I believe in getting back to the basics with a people-first perspective. Through data-driven decision-making, we can analyze all of our services and resources and ensure that they're being delivered in the best way possible to our residents. Roads, sewers, transportation, parks, city maintenance, easy access to emergency healthcare in our city's core, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I will work with our City Hall administration, local service providers, and fellow council members to optimize all of the fundamental building blocks of what makes up a working and attractive city. My second pillar is the support of employee and business-friendly city policy. There is so much we can do as a municipal government to help our workforce develop new skills and to help our business community thrive. I will push to create and deploy new policy that not only cuts through red tape, but encourages sustainable economic growth. I also plan on working hard at strengthening our city's relationship with major employers and other levels of government to ensure that existing businesses get the same white glove treatment as newly attracted ones. In a world where the global economic climate is far from certain, our local business community needs elected officials willing to be advocates and champions for the amazing work they do right here in our city. My third pillar is what I believe to be the thread that will connect everything I do in my time on council. I am committed to creating a truly accountable and transparent government. The concept here is very simple. As citizens, we all deserve to see a very clear line drawn between tax dollars in and value out. I believe in open communication, I support the role of an Auditor General, and I will post my voting record online. I vow to be consistently plugged into the needs of our community, to your needs. I think it's time you're listened to. I think it's time for you to know that not only is your voice important, but it is vital to moving our city forward. Vote for an engaged and experienced councillor with the background to get the job done. Vote for someone who is here to listen, create strategies, and achieve solutions. Vote Castle for council. Thank you.
Thank you.